Hello, welcome back to another quick stream. Just fancy playing a bit of Road Rash on the Saturn. Future Matt live on 5. How the devil are you? You've made it back. I watched your little arcade update earlier. But yeah, I thought I'd just come on quick. Probably only going to be for about an hour. I thought I'd play a bit of this Road Rash. I never had the Saturn version back in the day. I believe I first played this on the original PlayStation. I think it's pretty similar. I can't remember which mode do I want, Thrash mode or Big Game mode. You'd have to think I'd want Big Game mode. I'm going to try that anyway, see how we fare. Oh yeah, I remember this, you have to choose a character. Slim Jim, Teflon Mike. Yeah, the memories are coming back now. Pearl McCurdy. I feel it's going to be Axel. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do here. Definitely a bulletin board. Yeah, that's it. Finally sorted it. The greatest thing about this game is when you finish a race, you get treated to like a proper music video. Well, I think they sort of made the videos. No, I think they might actually be proper music videos, but they're all really good bands from the 90s. So there'll be copyright strikes galore all over this. Big screen YouTube. Finally made it. Is that a 65-incher? Or are you just pleased to see me? So I always remember being really disappointed when I got the PlayStation version of this. It seemed like they hadn't done much. In terms of games of the time. Although Axel started with a chain, so that's one thing. Yeah, compared to games of the time, graphically it was a little bit weak. But performance-wise, it certainly zipped along. It didn't stray very far from the formula of the first 3 games. It was interesting how they still use that sort of very pixelated sprite style for a lot of the objects in the game. The camera also seems to move about slightly. Seems to go up and down. Never noticed that before, that's just my eyes. Could be some sort of seizure coming on. Oh, I'm skidding sideways. If I remember correctly, because it's been a while, this city bit seems to feature in most of the tracks. And as you can see, it's a bit more hazardous. Probably like. Hold on. Oh dear, Matt says his girlfriend wants to see my rod. Brilliant game. Do you drive like that normally? I usually drive a bit worse actually. Oh, did you see that? A cheeky little nudge. Yeah, I do need to get that Dreamcast rod out. I keep saying it. Next wet weekend I'll do it. YouTube standard that is though, buying something and never using it. Rhonda. Not doing her many favours now. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more traffic in this game than the original in the early stages. think another disappointing aspect at the time was that in Road Rash 3 they sort of added loads of stuff like police helicopters and all kinds of strange shenanigans, and they stripped it back a little bit. Probably not the same development team as number 3, and that was a different developer to number 1 and 2. I always remember the developer of Road Rash 3 was called Monkey Do Productions. It always struck out at me really. It seemed like a strange name. An interesting name, but a strange one all the same. There's the police. Realistic jumping physics, as you can see. I think they spent 3 months, the production team, going around various roads across the world, sort of getting that jump animation as accurate as was possible. I mean, as you can see, the results for 1994, breathtaking. There we go, managing to come first. I actually prefer the animated 16-bit endings, but apparently the staff at Electronic Arts, that's who the people are in these videos, and they had a well of time making this game, especially the FMV segments. So the thing I've always disliked is that you haven't got this. I'd love the game to have this music when you're playing, the proper licensed music. It's gonna have a glass screen bezel. Yeah, that'll set it off nicely. It's not a bad idea, really. I mean, at least you've got the option there of switching between all your different controls and things and different consoles and all the rest of it, rather than having to get an arcade cab and hack it to bits. And plus, I presume your game room's upstairs, so it's a bit of an effort to get an arcade cab up there anyway. Yeah, it should be pretty cool. I should make an effort and do something with my setup, build some decent cabinet. Maybe buy a proper chair. But then again, this beanbag is kind of the most comfortable chair I've had up here, I think. The most comfortable seat I've had up here, I think. I had a nice office chair, but that gave me no arse after a while, so it probably wasn't a nice office chair. It looked nice. Anyway, we're into the hills of Sierra Nevada here. You can see there's a lot of holiday traffic about. The rolling hills. Bit of a stark contrast actually compared to the cityscape of the previous stage. It almost seems a bit sparse. This bike is not the greatest. Is that someone on a bike or is that someone jogging? It must be on a bike. Actually no music during the gameplay, or is there some subtly in the background? There is some subtly in the background actually, and it's going to be white like a candy cab. Yeah, that would be very cool. Yeah, I ought to make some unit that houses both my televisions and all my various things, my amplifier and my SCART distributors and all the consoles, because I've got it placed on random tables really. But then again, it's got a very 90s look to it, so it's exactly the sort of thing I would have done in the 90s. I've probably got a couple of tables from a car boot sale and stuck some sort of black cloth over them. to disguise the mess underneath, which is exactly what I've got now. With the stack of boxes like the SCART distributor, the amplifier, the S-video distributor, and a PS2 on top of that. It's a tower of power. That could be better organised. The one thing I do like about my setup though is you can see all the wires, which may sound like a bad thing, but if there's a problem, it makes it very easy to resolve it rather than things being hidden. You know, these SCART leads they like to work the way loose over time. I think there is some music. It's very much in the background there, ambient. Oh my god, that's not near the end, is it? I'll let them overtake me and try and listen to the music. It's the fuzz. The fuzz. Is that the police? Oh no. Oh man. Straight through that car. Look at that pixel. Look at that grass. The way they've done it with all the different rectangles. It's like Minecraft. It's going to be on wheels like an old sofa. Oh, that'd be handy. Might just have an extension lead connected to the back or something. What am I doing? This is not good. I don't know how long this track is, but I don't think I'm going to come first now. Yeah, that would. Oh, there's a finish as well. Fancy me farting around. Victory could have been mine. Mine's got quite a good leg stretch though. In a minute, I can stretch my legs right out, go straight over the coffee table. Yeah, it's pure laziness on my behalf that I've not made anything. It's not exactly a big strain for me to do it, but I don't think I'm going to buy much for 1400. Rat bikes, that is all I'll be able to afford. Can't afford any of them. Ooh, close. Only 500 off. The killer rat. Shout out to the load times. Oh, I could have afforded that. It looked like some sort of shop. Oh, so close. Another race, I could probably buy another bike. Made it to a stream. What's on my shelf? How you doing? You've made it. Hooded Gamer, evening. Evening, how are you? Just playing a bit of Road Rash, badly. Just tried Sierra Nevada and failed. Well, that was busy, the Peninsula. Let's check that out. Hello everyone. So here we are back in another city. I'm trying to wonder what's wrong with this game. I think it's because the stuff at the side of the road there, the buildings, looks quite realistic, and then the cars look like well, there just isn't any there's no detail to them. It's a very strange graphical look. I kind of like it, but it is random. It's sort of like they've thrown a load of stuff together and just thought, oh. It's like they changed their mind about how they were making the game halfway through, but didn't have enough time to change everything the way they wanted it. So I wonder if they made the pixelated version first and then sort of polished it up a bit. I mean, the one thing it has got, a good sensation of speed. Definitely early on. I find it such a strange decision to pay for the licensed soundtrack, but then not use it during gameplay. I mean, that must have been part of the stipulations of the contract or something, but it seems absolutely crazy. I mean, the music they've got is pretty much the Casio keyboard demo. It's some very subtle slap bass. I don't even know if you could be able to hear it. There may be an option in the menus to change the levels there. It's not something I'm expecting to have to do. I'm more sort of to press start about 3 or 4 times to get the game to work kind of person, really. Oh my god, they could have gone 2 ways, that was good. What's on my shelf says, is this on the 3DO? No, it's the Sega Saturn version. You are on the loading screen, laughing out loud. Yeah, you get a fair bit of loading with this. Like when you choose between the byte menus and things. It is the 3DO game though. It's just the port to the PlayStation and Saturn. I'm not sure if on the 3DO if you get the licensed music during the gameplay. I've heard there's a Mega CD version of Road Rash that's like Road Rash 3, but it's got the soundtrack from this game. I don't know if that's true though. I don't know if it's true or just some sort of fever dream I've had. I sort of half recall watching a video on it, but... Oh, he's kicked me into a car and then ran into it himself. That's disorientating how the camera moves though. I don't know if I've still got the PlayStation version somewhere, but it'd be interesting to see if it does that. I presume it must do. It kind of makes it easier to see over the hills, but also makes you feel like you're on a boat. What's on my shelf says Road Rash on Sega CD exists. What's your real name, What's on my shelf? I can't keep referring to you as What's on my shelf. You didn't know specifically about its soundtrack. That's my major gripe. The licensed soundtrack for this game is brilliant. I'd play it on my hi-fi, but it only plays during the menus. And I'm sure when you go to the next level of tracks, you get a music video. Right, okay. What's my shelf? So you can call me Shelf, everyone shortens it. Ha ha. When I first read that, I thought you were saying your name was Ha Ha. You know, well, that's a very interesting name. I've never heard of anyone called Ha. I've never known anyone called Ha Ha before. Any other games you're planning to play tonight? Well, can do, I suppose. I just thought I was playing on the Neo Geo before this. I just was playing a bit of Metal Slug 4. I actually think it's really cool. Actually, Metal Slug 4. I love all the little touches. It's proper insanity. Probably not Sega Bass Fishing though. What game would you like to see played? Not saying I'll play it, I just wondering. Should have said it was a 24-hour road rash marathon for charity. I don't think I could handle just the sound of this bike for 24 hours. I mean, it's a strange game when you think about Road Rash. You see everything the game's got to offer really in the first level, the first time you play through the 6 tracks or whatever. And at that point onwards, the only other thing is the tracks get longer, and you can buy faster bikes, which get up to the point where you can't even accelerate all the time because they're just ridiculous. I suppose it's like most games, and it's just doing the same thing over and over, but it just amazed me how much time I spent playing Road Rash in my life. The technique was always just to follow the line, you see, that was it was nearly foolproof. Oh, say it was foolproof, if you can follow the line, that is. Oh no. Oh, it's definitely a pink truck. Shelf says, oh, haha. Says, I never saw the Saturn version. It runs butter smooth. It does, yes. It does run nice. It runs really nice on the PlayStation as well, if I recall correctly. I just prefer playing with the Saturn joypad. Obviously it's very similar to the Mega Drive joypad, so there was no analog on the PlayStation mode as far as I remember. I'm pretty sure it come out before that was really a thing. Oh, sorry. Silly place to try and cross the road that was. Yeah, and the D-pad on the Saturn pad, it's just, oh, sugar me. It is so much better. That has to hurt. No, just round the corner as well. I'm getting motion sickness. Have either of you tried VR racing? Virtual racing, yeah. I've got it for the Saturn and the Mega Drive. The Mega Drive version's great because it's an incredible feat of programming and software manipulation. The Saturn version, yeah. I didn't really enjoy going back to it, to be fair. Obviously people say the 32X version is best. I used to love virtual racing back in the day though. So, well, I can put something else on. It's not too much hassle. Oh, he says. Sorry, I meant VR. Oh, you mean virtual reality? You mean virtual reality, or do you mean virtual racing? I've never tried virtual reality. I'd like to though. Once in like 1995. Wow, they were massive then, massive thing, weren't it? The standing that ring thing. I seen it when I went to like a theme park once. Can't remember, someone called Trevor. I told the cab maker about Sean's butt kicker to the guy, as this guy has a Thrustmaster. Yeah, I want to have a girl who had a Thrustmaster. She had the Thrustmaster 2000. A particularly powerful device. Love all the pickups in this. Chickens and all kinds of madness. They have a load of... It was in an arcade that was partially run by Spielberg. Future Matt says, I hear they have a load of motion cockpit racing sims near Gatwick Airport. I think the arcade was called XS. Motion cockpit racing sims near Gatwick Airport. Yeah, I like the idea of all that sort of stuff. I played in the Outrun 2 cab, that's got the proper car and that and moves. That was quite cool. I think it was, oh shit. Yeah, he sat 2 people in each car. I mean, it all adds to the immersion, but it doesn't actually make the game any easier to play, does it? Love this. Nothing beats force feedback. Nothing beats the butt kicker. Alright. Rocket launcher. Rocket launcher. Oh. No, I thought it would knife him, but it didn't. Replenishing. Oh, chicken. Oh. There's more. Oh, I've not got any grenades. Rocket launcher. Rocket launcher there. Ah. Short work of that. Shelf says, I love Sega's motion cabs. I played Afterburner Climax in the deluxe cab. I felt like I was going to flip when I did a roll. Matt says, my mate's getting Outrun 2 for a Japanese arcade. AB Deluxe, awesome. Afterburner Deluxe, awesome, yes. Shelf says, yeah, both Outrun 2 and Afterburner Climax were finally ported to home and both are excellent, but they lose so much about the motion cabs. He's also getting some new HD games like the Initial D12 or something current-ish. Ah! Well, it'll be rude not to. Oh, what am I doing? Oh no! Oh dear. Burning through the credit here. No! What you got for me? Come on, look good. Oh no! Yeah, it's amazing how many people are opening up arcades now. It must be profitable again. Seems a bit crazy though, the old current state of things at the minute. Can't believe I had to use them credits to get through the level. In my defence, I've not really played this one that much. I just had a quick go at it earlier. I thought this was wicked. I'll leave this loaded in. Oh, can I actually get in that? How cool. Oh my god, when you press the rocket, it launches the rocket out. If we get out of there, it's going to blow up. Oh, I've been run over by a tank. Golf as a request, please. Which golf? There's Top Players Golf and Neo Turf Masters. Most people consider it to be the better one. I think Top Players Golf's alright though. Yeah, Neo Turf Masters is pretty epic. Oh, last credit. Dodges Marco then. Oh, another vehicle. Love it. I love the vehicles in this game. Oh, some more planes. Alongside the pistol, yeah. Oh man. Throw a grenade. Help the job. Let me get that heavy machine gun. Oh, we chase it. Oh. I'm gonna be dead before I got it. Gotta be Turf Masters. Shell said, I'd like to see a document on the process of making the NASCAR games. Who was recording back then? I definitely were. When did this game come out? Must have been early 2000s, wasn't it? See if we can find out about the use of a phone. Not going to tell me, is it? But I think it was early 2000 anyway. Maybe 2003 or something like that. Yeah, it's a good game, man. I like that. That was to look for. I used to have it on PS2 actually. Shell says the first game I remember had a documentary team was God of War. They included a second DVD with the making of documentary. They did it with God of War 2 as well. Well, there's that very famous one in England where it was the 8-bit computer company, and they were filming a documentary, and the police raided the offices and shut it all down while they were doing the documentary. They went bankrupt or whatever. Stephen White says, another Neo stream, Darren. I'm in. Hello, how you doing? I'll do a different set of courses this time. Yeah, I can't remember what that... I have watched the documentary about the 8-bit computer company. It was in the 80s. But yeah, I mean... there would have been quite a few done, I suppose. I would suppose they would have done them in-house, would have done them as well. So the team never finished the documentary on the 8-bits. Well, they sort of did. They sort of the documentary ended with the company no longer ceasing to exist and directors going missing everywhere and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, they did end the documentary, but it was supposed to be about the company and all that, and they didn't. They had to sort of end it early. That was the first documentary thing I remember about actual game development. Shame I didn't remember more about it, so I could give you a more accurate representation. You're probably searching 8-bit 80s computer documentary as we speak. I don't know if it'll even come up. Hopefully I didn't imagine it.
Please select the type of your game.
It's got to be stroke play.
Who do you play as?
Who do I play as? I'll have to play as a technician.
Please select your challenging
I
course.
definitely did USA last time. Just to be sure though, I'm going to go to... oh, is that a bad move? Go to Australia? Of course it is. Let's go there.
Blue Lagoon Golf Course. Final day. Final party start. Good luck.
Shelf says that Next Gen Mag also had a lot of behind the scenes info on game development in the 90s. Oh, the music. 2 mile an hour wind coming in from a southwesterly direction. Oh, beautifully onto the fairway. Oh, it's a lovely lie. Yeah, what we got? 150 yards, 146 to go, slight wind. It looks like there's a bit of an incline there. May need a bit more club than usual. We'll have to see if the wind's going to affect this shot. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. That's where I like to be. On the green. Get in for a birdie. He did it. He might have been the specky kid at school, but he's just got a birdie. So, certainly wasn't for nothing. All that studying's done him well. He's now a great golfer. At least on hole number 1. A little bit of a wind. Oh, he's gone for a power beast. That's strange, isn't it? Very strange. Exactly the same scenario as the last time of the last hole. It was 147 yards. This is as well. So. Matt says, this is good, thanks. I know golf isn't to everyone's taste. No, I like golf games, but I know what you mean. Oh, it's too light. Is it going to roll in though? Oh! Get in. Stephen Watt says, I saw a Euro copy of this up for sale on eBay last year. The bidding was at about €35,000 before the seller pulled it. Must have agreed a private sale so to avoid the massive fees. I think the most you can get charged though is 75 quid. But yeah, 75 quid, but when it's €35,000, 75 quid's nothing, is it? Drop in the ocean. 150, oh, these can go wrong. There's a 5 mile an hour wind as well. I honestly think you need to club up. I do. I hope I'm right. Oh, it's turned out nice again. eBay have changed it. Oh, I'm not surprised, the bastards. I think it's down in a little bit, so a little bit less. Oh, and it's got the no grain, but well, dear me. Can he save it for a par? Yeah, €35,000. I mean, it's a bit out of my ballpark, to be honest. It's a good game, but I wouldn't value it at 35 grand. Alright. The shelf says they charge extra fees if the sale is over like 5k or something. Oh right, crikey. Well, I know they're annoying. I know when you sell something on there, by the time you post it and pay the fees, you might as well just fucking thrown it in the bin. So that's my eBay review. They're robbing bastards. Oh! Come on! That is lying on the top of the sand, and I'd argue it's a very unfair roll, very unnatural roll from the sand there. The sand is not usually that reliable for ball rolling action. Oh, sugar me! What's going on now? 12.35% for sales under 7,500, and an extra 2.35% for sales over 7,500. Just checked. Fact checked. We're getting the facts right here. That's good, isn't it? We're not putting out any fake news here. This has all been factually checked. Basically, my next £35,000 item's not going on eBay. Come on. Get in for a birdie.
I did it.
I think I would prefer to buy a decent motor or something, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can have a real nice car, or you can have a copy of, you can have a Neo Geo game. I mean, if you've got the money, fair enough, I suppose, but you know, if you're swimming in it, if you're like, what's the name? The bloke out of DuckTales, then fair enough. But you know, for your average Joe, this course is nasty, isn't it? I'm either going to land in the sand there or in the water. Let's just try and think. Saying the course is 410, less than 200. Hope I don't land in the water. This is all guesswork. Ooh, and it's not a bad guess. Not bad at all. Good fact check. Oh, 230, no wind. Oh, it's not bad. But that green looks awkward. Whether they're saying green or not. Yeah, because the ball's going to go. It's going to be as severe as I think or not. Oh, it's not! Damn! Doing it for you, par. Just trickled in. Even Scrooge McDuck would think twice at €35,000. At that point, is 35k a small percent of the interest your cash generates sitting in banks? Some people have a lot of money.
This is Nancy's report.
I don't know, interest rates aren't very good here, so I don't know, but yeah, I suppose if you yeah, I mean if you had millions and millions, probably, yeah. Some people, you know, there's probably some bloke who had to sell his house to buy it. Hope this don't go in the water. Ooh, close to it. I see a fish there. Or is it some sparkles from the sun's reflection? No, 100 yards. Ah, now we've got the now's the skills. You see, this is where things can go wrong. We shouldn't really be using a sand wedge, but it's turned out reasonably well. Well, it might be a bit hard. Ooh, rattling around.
I did it.
I mean, would you dare, if you had bought this game for 35 grand, would you dare play it?
Player 1 keeps a higher rank.
Or would you just like keep it in some sort of fireproof glass cabinet? And only open the case just to smell inside? Because Neo Geo games always got that smell to them. Even a Neo Geo game that's, you know, 25 years old, it still smells new. Matt says the banks are all printing money like crazy. Yeah, well, they don't even need to do that, do they? Just need to press a few digits on a bank machine. Yeah, it's not going to end well. We're all going to end up homeless, living down the woods, dreaming of those days when we could have bought a copy of Samurai Showdown for the Neo Geo and still eaten. Yeah, loaves of bread are going to be about 15 quid each. We're doomed. We're doomed. Shelf says, who can predict whether spending 35k on a random Neo Geo game is a good investment? What will happen to the value in 100 years? Games are pretty new. Yeah, oh, exactly. Yeah, I've no idea. Everyone seems to be buying cars at the minute because of the appreciation that classic cars have sort of seen over the last few years. Get it! It curled in. I didn't know if that was going to go in or not. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I always think that you've got to have an audience for these things, even like classic cars. You know, when there's not enough people around to be interested in something, then it's not going to be popular, is it? But I do think that games are a bit more. Well, cars isn't really a good example because cars are you know, almost a work of art, aren't they? Some of them. But games are very much like that, I think. But it depends if you actually appreciate the raw form, isn't it? I mean, you could just get a flash cart, couldn't you? You could just use an emulator. I think you need a bigger club here. I have a nightmare of it hitting that wall and I'm going to go over. Oh my god! Why didn't I hit it further? I must have played this bloody course in another life. Yeah, now you need that and you did it full bore. I still don't reckon I've done it hard enough. Oh. Tricky one, that. Did you see that company that allows you to buy shares of collectibles? We're now spending more time at home. Gaming is in. Well, that's very true. That's very true. Oh, it hit the pin. That would have been, could have done with that. Dropping in, that would have sort of redeemed this disastrous hole, but it weren't to be. Double bogey. They're allowing you to buy in on a sealed Mario Brothers 1 and supercars. Well, I'm going to buy in on that sealed Mario Brothers 1. What sort of shares do you get on it? I mean, it's really hard to tell, isn't it? You know, some things just seem to remain collectible forever. It's all about, you know, how many people are into it, isn't they? I mean, I think CDs are going to become collectible. I do, music CDs, because everyone's getting rid of them. People just got, you know, just to disregard them all. Oh, that was a disaster. Third shot. Here we are at Chatsworth House, just playing a light round of golf. That ball is up to his neck in the sand. Oh, and she's not trickled in. The company is called Rally. Oh my, did you see that Star Wars toy auction in the Midlands? Stephen White says, yeah, I heard about that. He left his neighbours his house and the collection of his garage. I know, he had loads of carded Star Wars things, didn't he? Wish I'd lived next door to him. Keep it up. Started off really well, didn't it? Quite a few birdies, and then now we're into double bogey territory. Shelf says $50 a share. Matt says, I've heard the financial system is on its last legs. What, you think we'll be fucking going down to fucking out? Oh shit, I don't want to do this. Can I get out of it or not? Is there any button not to do this? It's going to go in the water. Sugar me. No, that's pause. Can't back out. No! What can I do? I've hit it really hard. It's going to go straight in the water. Stephen Watt says one seal Jawa made about £22,000. Oh god, I remember when I was a kid going to the well, like everyone, you know, they were 10 a penny, weren't they? They used to be £2.50 each, I'm sure they did. And my mum never used to want to buy them because she said they were stupidly expensive, which I suppose they were back in the day. Going from bad to worse, this golf now. Ooh, that hurt. I know, we're some bad play now. This is for a bogey, this putt. Oh, it's not even going in. I'm going to get kicked out of the golfing institution here. Yeah, it is worrying about the state of the world. I'd say I'll probably be living down the woods by Christmas. Brewing my own mead from the river. Scrumping for apples.
Hole number 11, 454 yards.
Just people just borrow so much, don't they? Loads of people I know, they're always borrowing. They're up to the fucking hilts in fucking debt. As soon as they pay one debt off, they just crack open with another one. That's out of bounds. Out of order, I'd say. This is really going bad in terms of golfing. These are the advanced courses. I'm definitely seeing that. Shelf says you're prepared for that. I need plumbing. Okay. Even if I only have cold water, don't tell me that's out of bounds. Yeah. This really needs to go in, which I can't see happening. Oh, look at that little golf buggy going around the course. Shout out to the golf buggy. Don't know if you'll see it with the amount of... Oh no, is that too light? Oh, it's gone in anyway. Probably the safest place to be right now. Yeah, it definitely is.
Penalty for over par.
It's nice right now because there's not... Well, when the shops are closed, because let's face it, this lockdown thing is just really like an excuse for everyone to go out to the garden centre and B&Q. But when the shops are closed, it's nice and quiet. Well, you know, we're into winter now, aren't we? So people are not so keen anyway. As soon as they announced that lockdown, though, the joggers and cyclists were back out in force. I've not got anything wrong with people going out jogging and cycling, but a lot of these folks, you know, they got all the gear, no idea. It's... Get in. Got it back to the birdie ways. Matt says he also said there is a way to fix it, which is to write off all debt and start again. You could even pay off the shareholders and the state could take all of the nation's wealth. Yeah, the Great Reset.
This is Nancy's report.
Yeah.
number 13, 478 yards.
Yeah, well, you're just getting towards socialism, aren't we? You just pay everyone to sit at home. And then if they don't do what you want them to do, you don't pay them. You know, it's heading to a bad way, that is. It sounds like the sort of thing where the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer. It would never work in your average man's favour, I don't think. This could overshoot the hole by a considerable amount. Or just land on that mound there. I was out cycling in Richmond Park with the other lycras. I bet you were. I bet you buy the stuff that's one size too small as well. That's 2 birdies in a row if I'm remembering correctly. Or they could develop a vaccine or drug to cure those already sick. Yeah, well they're probably going to try and inject you with something anyway and then tell you it didn't work. I don't need none of it. I'll take my chances. If I die, then I'll die. You know. I've not had to take no vaccines for anything else. I don't like flying. I'm fine. I'll take my chances. I think fresh air's quite good. I think that's a lot of people have not had much of that. That hasn't helped. I mean, a lot of people are in ill health, aren't they? You know, they're overweight, they're unfit, they've got bad habits, all the rest of it. It don't help. Oh man, oh man. Here in the US they have a vaccine schedule. Wow, yeah. No, here they don't care, they just want you to die. Bring out your dead. Rubella, mumps, measles, tetanus. I've had all that when I was a kid. Oh, can you believe that? No, it should have been par. Yeah, I had them things when I was a kid, but I don't want them now. Last time I went to the doctors, they said, "Who is your doctor?" And I said, they said, "Oh, he's dead." I said, "Well, when did he die?" "About 10 years ago." So I had to see some woman instead. And I said to her at the time, that was about 10 years ago. Well, you know, hopefully you'll still be going next time I need to see a doctor. Because I just don't go down there that often. You'd probably get more ill going down there. Full of sick people, they are doctors. They're all in there. Oddly, no HPV. HPV. I don't know what that means. Not very medically minded. I'm like that too, laughing out loud. Laughing out loud, says Future Matt. Yeah, well, you don't want to go down there, really, if you can help it. I always think the doctor, because all these people, right, they only know what they've been told, what they read in a book, don't they? And they just take that to be true. And then a little bit of experimentation. I also think the doctor, I mean, maybe the people in the hospitals, they're a bit more clued up, but the doctor, I always see that computer he's got there, that's like a fruit machine. And there's reels go round, and depending if he matches free blue, free red, or free yellow, that depends what he prescribes you. It's all the same pill anyway. But, yeah, no, I don't bother. I mean, I'd go there if I needed to, but some of the biggest killers have been doctors. HPV is herpes. Herpes. Is that lumps on your arse? Dick. I don't know what that. I weren't there when you said that, so I don't know what that means. Oh, sick warts. Oh, he's got warts on your dick. They have a vaccine, but they don't give it to everyone. Matt's back on the herpes trail. Steve White's HP Vera. I remember when Michael Douglas said he got throat cancer from cunnilingus. Everybody said he was crazy. Supposedly the infection rate is something ridiculous in the US, like over 50%. Shipman, Harold Shipman, he was a nice guy, wasn't he? Ratio Ambassador says, my friend's dad went to school with Harold Shipman. And that's what a t-shirt, isn't it? And lived to tell the tale. You ought to get that on a t-shirt, brilliant. Through the green. Dickwarts. Everyone has oral herpes. Have you got the underlying oral herpes? Oh! So close, yet so far. Dickwarts. Laughing out loud. Oh, dickwarts. Nasty case of dickwarts.
Player 1 falls back a lower rank. This is Nelsie's report.
Nelsie's report. Thank you, Nelsie.
Hole number 17.
17.
Player 1 tee shot.
Straight into the trees.
Good shot.
The throat cancer was from HPV. The ratio. Oh, right, hold on. The throat cancer was from herpes. Herpes. From cunnilingus. This is like being a doctor's surgery, isn't it? Good evening, Horatio Van Basten. Evening, Matt. I thought you were saying the throat cancer was from Horatio Van Basten. Fucking watch out for him. Like ovarian. Crazy fact, my mum took Keep Fit to Rosemary West. Fucking having a laugh at you. She always used to wonder when she used to go around there to do it while the walls were fucking getting fucking thicker. Uterus cancers from herpes too. Yeah. Not Fred or Rose. Maybe that was it. Future Matt says, rolling on floor laughing. Player 2, no entrance now.
Stays lower rank.
Fact.
Hole number 18.
Future Matt's mum helped Rose and Fred West escape.
Player 1 tee shot.
Future Matt's dad taught Fred West how to plaster.
Good shot.
Ooh, ooh.
Fairway.
Great facts tonight. I know, fact finder. Well, that's looking real dubious, isn't it? We've got to go for it though. Fell behind.
Good shot.
Oh dear me!
Bounce.
I took the risk and
Once more. Player 1
ended up with herpes there. Should have played out on the fairway.
fairway. Player 1 50 shot.
This needs to go in to make par. No pressure. That joyful music. Where was he aiming?
Player 1 for bogey.
Bogey. Oh no!
My dad can't plaster to save his life.
Finish the final round.
There's a woman on my road that's a spit of Rose West.
This is Nancy's report.
I mean, I think of better people to look like. Does she always have like a trail of people chasing down the street, yelling at her? She's what, 22nd place? Not bad. Oh, I can even put my name in. Say I was on the seaside course. That's in Australia if you didn't know. Game over. That's it, we've done the full 18 holes there. Again. The full 18 holes in the last stream as well. Did somebody suggest another game? What was it called? Ovarian Cancer. She's deaf, so it wouldn't matter. I remember a friend of mine, I used to do fencing with him, and there was a bloke, and it always just come down the road, yeah, and he looked like, all down the path with this woman, yeah, and he looked just like Tom Jones, and he was Welsh. Proper Welsh accent. It was always this woman, yeah, and the woman was fucking blind. My mate fucking turned around to him, and he weren't being vindictive, he didn't realise, he said to him, what do you think to the fence then? Looks pretty good, doesn't it? This fucking blind woman, me and the fucking Welsh bloke, fucking in hysterics we were. Fucking fool. What is Dragon's Heaven? Ah, now I think I loaded this up last time, and you couldn't get an actual game. It was like some sort of weird game that's not been finished. I think there's a way to get into it, but it was just like loads of code and things, so I don't really know. That's not unusual to be loved by no one. You're right, it's not unusual. Love a bit of Tom Jones, I do. Maybe it was Tom Jones. Maybe I was in an affair with a blind woman in Northampton. Stranger things have happened. Yeah. I always wanted to like that game, My Money Idol Exchanger, but I couldn't work it out. What's this? Panic Bomber? Some sort of puzzle game. Puzzle Bobble. Ragnard. Ghost Pilots. I actually own Ghost Pilots. It's a bit clunky. It's a bit clunky, but it would have been impressive back in the day seeing that run on an arcade machine. Ideal mistress material, really. Exactly. She had no idea. She was probably deaf as well. Pop and Bounce. What is that? Yeah, that's a really cool game, actually. It's like a Breakout clone. But it's also... It's a bit like... Oh, it's a bit like a Breakout clone, but like got a bit of a Space Invaders thing going. So it's more like sort of a Taito. It's like sort of game Taito sort of went on to make. Basically, it's Breakout with power-ups. It's not trying to make out. It's fucking reinvented the wheel or something. I love Breakout. You'd love that game. I'll put it on afterwards. I'll get fed up with pressing my button down on this game, I tell you, because this has got no auto... Well, it has got auto fire, but it's one of them games where the auto fire is rubbish compared to the button bashing. Obviously, it's a proper 1943 rip-off. But at the time, the graphics on this would have been slick. I mean, massive sprites. Got these really annoying and ominous bullets that always catch you out. Sort of random, I mean, what kind of plane fires a bullet at the angle. You have to get these red ones in order to get the power-ups. Great two-player game this is though, for about 10 minutes. Oh, that's not good. That's the other thing, you don't want to die. So go back to having rubbish weapons again. Not that the improved weapons were that much better. Oh! Basically to do well, you've got to have a pretty much perfect run. As soon as you get to like the second stage, oh my god, I might as well just start again. Ever play Gun Barrage by Psycho? No. Love Pop and Bounce, but it's a bit tough. It's like Breakout with enemies like Arkanoid, but the paddle is actually made up of 2 pinball flippers. Why don't they have it so you can hold fire button laughing at repetition strain? I know, I'll show you when you do press fire. Hold down the fire button. That's what it should have included with Neo SD. It should have included an auto fire option. Yeah, when you just hold it down, it fires at that rate. At that point, you don't want to engage too much because you know your rate of fire is not great, is it? Whereas absolutely piling them out, but like you say, that's why I say it's fun for about 10 minutes, and then you'll need a rest. It almost becomes a fine art actually, playing a Neo Geo game, just with a button bashing and not making too much noise with a button. You can just touch it without making it hit the bottom, and the key to this, I've just remembered, is not try and kill everyone. Just kill what you can and stay out of the way of the rest. It's just very hard to clear the screen of every enemy. Oh, I was attracted to that bullet then. I wanted to drive into it, or even fly into it. That's the annoying thing about the second stage, is the planes start looping back at you. So because you're completely overwhelmed, you still have to deal with the bloody things. Yeah, this is one of the games I got on the Neo Geo. It's good, it's just not brilliant. It just takes so long to get powered up. Oh, makes you want to cry if you die. Here's the boss. Oh, why didn't I move? What was I thinking? To say he's a particularly nasty bastard. To steal your quarters, laughing out loud. Hated that in Raiden. Hold on. Haha, it's rubbish. Still, I think Raiden and Raiden 2 are the paragon of shooters. What do you think of Ninja Commando? Yeah, that's a cool game actually, that is. I think I might dig out my Neo CD tomorrow and play some shooters, says a ratio from Boston. Nice. There's some good games on Neo Geo. Obviously, because it's an arcade system, some of the shooters are quite severe. I do think Polestar is my favourite shooter on it after I've spent a bit of time playing it recently. I know it's an R-Type rip-off, but it's just such a polished game. It's just so much fun to play. Oh my. This does become a bit of a dodge 'em up rather than a shoot 'em up. It almost feels a bit Euro-styly, especially with the way the bullets are. Well, like I say, back in 1990, this would have been incredible. You think what you were playing in 1990, you could have played this at home. I actually had a cousin who had a Neo Geo. He ran away from home to go and work in a seaside place called, I think it was Great Yarmouth, and he managed to get himself a Neo Geo. And I remember asking if he could play on it when we went to his flat, and he wouldn't let us play on it. So I never actually got to see it in motion, just got to see the actual console. He's probably worried that we'll be better at games than he was. Oh. Ah, still going. Couldn't tell which plane I was, there was that many on the screen. Oh no, oh no. Oh ho ho! Big Will says, I wonder why Neo Geo failed. Mobile gaming is really popular now. Neo carts were like $300 back in the day. You played some cracking shooters recently, Matt says. Yes, Polestar. Shelf says, I only saw them once in a national chain store here in the USA. And the ratio of masters, even the CD shooters are getting pricey now. Glad I grabbed mine when I did. Yeah, I should have bought a Neo CD. I should have bought a million things. If I'd have bought them, I would probably be homeless. But yeah, I just love the look of the Neo Geo CD. Shell said, I had the opportunity to buy a Neo Geo as a stick and a complete in-box copy of the US release of Last Resort for $120. Oh, people who don't let you play in their games need their butt kicking. This was maybe in 2014 at a garage sale. Man, did you buy it? No! Nice buy, Shelf. I let it go because building a Neo Geo collection would be super expensive. Stephen Watts is great price. Yeah, that's good. I bought my Neo Geo from a guy in America with 4 games: Magician Lord, not Sengoku. Is it Sengoku? It's the fighting game anyway, something like that. Ghost Pilots, Magician Lord, Sengoku, whatever it's called, and Alpha Mission 2 for 250 quid. Seemed expensive at the time, obviously it's a bargain now. Most of those games sell for about that price. Yeah. I bet American copy of Last Resort goes for a fair bit of money nowadays. Come on, give me a power up. Bombs are no use. I only use them on the boss. What? Rocket truck to the rescue. Oh. I'll just do this credit, then stick pop and bounce on. And maybe try some ninja. Is it Ninja Commando? If I recall, that's a bit like Mercs but on steroids. Well, you guys are ninja. I'm not advocating that he takes drugs. A 1-up. Last thing we need. It does seem a bit excessive, the amount of firepower this army's got available to them in this game, Ghost Pilots. I mean, it's just a never-ending onslaught of planes. I mean, how big's the airfield? Shell said I did try swinging it for $90. It would be the only Neo Geo game I'd own. It's the only one you need to own, Last Resort. But I know people who only got Neo Geo to play Last Resort. Yeah, it's a good one, Last Resort. I love that. Like most of the shooters, a bit unfair in the end, but Big Will says, well, when the armour is that weak, you need a big army. Narration Bastard, it was you and Luke Morse that inspired me to get some Neo Geo gear. I've forgotten that I played one at my uncle's years back. I think it was a video you did played, NAM 1975. Oh, I love NAM 1975. That's a great game. Stephen Watson, I used to have 3 AESs. They were all bought spares repairs. 2 needed bio trace repairs. The other one was fine, so I was using the wrong PSU. Nice. Shelson, I'm happy with what I got at that sale. I remember getting Super Metroid, Res, Contra 3 amongst many others for less than $50. Bloody hell, sounds a good deal. Sounds like they had some good games. Yeah, NAM 1975, excellent game. It's not quite as popular as I think it should be. A lot of people slate it. It's got this really weird thing that a lot of games seem to do back in the day. When you do well, it seems to punish you. Like if you have a really good run on like the first stage, at the start of the second stage, it'll be like this boss battle straight away that will just annihilate you. You've got absolutely no chance of beating it. It's like it's a bit strange like that, but I don't know. I like it for its quirks. But yeah, I love that Cabal type gameplay. I wish more games played like NAM 1975, to be honest. I wish they'd made loads of different games with that engine. You know, a space themed one or a western themed one or whatever else. It would have all worked. It would have all been good. But alas, they didn't. Oh, what? You could be using a few credits here. What happens when you spell attack? Will we ever find out? Will I ever get rid of these 2 penguins? Oh, nearly spelt attack as well. I just checked, that sale happened in 2012. Big Wilson, I imagine training pilots must be difficult when they die immediately. Yeah, can prove to be a bit of a problem. I don't know what I'm getting here. I've got more power-ups than brain cells. It's bombastic. That was like automatic this stage. Oh no, is that game over? Only 43rd. Best in the world. It's going to make me do it again from the start. Of course it is. This will never go as well the second time, surely. Stephen White says, surprised you can talk and play this one. I missed the title section, says Shelf. Is this Pop and Bounce? Yeah, it is Pop and Bounce. It's, yeah, it's weird. Very strange theming. I mean, we started with polar bears, we moved to hippopotamuses, and now we've got cats. So I don't know how all of this goes together. The ball is digging around at, oh, that's it, slow back down. These cats take some filling in. Really need to try and get down the side, but it's not going there. Oh, could that get me in? Oh, nearly. That's going to get confusing. Go on, get rid of them. Oh, no! Yes. Show, alright. Matt says, sounds like a steady playlist tonight. Ninja Commando, then maybe Nam 1975. Just an idea. Good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Now, eggs with dragons. Oh wow, what's happened now? Oh, bigger dragons. Oh, Pop and Bounce. Should be sued, this company should, says Big Will. I know, they should be. Copying Double Dragon like that. Disgrace. Look at her hair there. How is that? Health and safety will have a field day with that. The materials her clothing's made out of, that's not... They're highly flammable. Very irresponsible. Wrong sort of message being sent out. I'm going off that game now. Now where do we... N. Don't say the N word. Ninja Commando. Ninja... Is it? No, not Ninja... Oh, so nearly slipped up there and picked Ninja Combat. Completely different game. Or maybe they said Ninja Combat. No, they wouldn't have recommended that. Although I do quite like Ninja Combat, but it's a bit clunky. It loads quickly. Oh, look at that. Scaling and rotational effects in full effect there, look. Oh. What's it going to spell? Commando! Joe Tiger. He's good at quick attack and throws a knife. I would trust anyone whose name's Joe Tiger. History was reversed by Spider's plan. Go investigate and ruin his plan. That's a bit of overuse of the word plan there, but I'm going to choose Joe. How to play? Press A a lot. Yep. B, somersault. And C's a bomb, is it? Oh, B and A throwing knives. Bloody hell, this is complicated, isn't it? What does C do? Ninja tricks. Party tricks. That's handy. I think that's enough for instructions. That's the Mars Corporation. It looks like a fortress. According to the doctor, a small time machine is hidden there. According to the doc. I think they're on about Dr. Leg or EastEnders. That's the only doctor I'm going to be listening to. He knows his stuff. That is for certain. Try them somersaults. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Nice bit of meat. This really is like Mercs on steroids. Oh my god, I'm a tiger. Eye of the Tiger, that's incredible. That's why I like Neo Geo. It's absolute madness. Now we're on some sort of TV show, game show. Let's try the ninja magic. Let's knack at the front of his spaceship. Now one is free. Hold on. Are we all getting in the car? Oh, I don't know if I've played this game before or dreamt it. I have it and would not recommend it. Ninja Combat. Can you put a pair of glasses on and do an impression of our great friend G Minty Fresh? Well, I once went to a stranger at Play Festival and said G Minty. It wasn't G Minty. I've done that loads of times to people. Not called them G Minty Fresh, but mistaken them for somebody else. Yeah, sometimes it's quite embarrassing. Sometimes they understand. Sometimes they find it funny. Sometimes they start a fight with you. Oh, hold on. I like the writer of this game. It's like he wrote about 6 different stories and just put them all together. They must be spiders, men. Let's attack them. Again, copyright infringement there. Spider-Man. Yeah. Oh wow, Little Shop of Horrors and cavemen. No correlation with the last stage. Spider's men before were like proper like army kind of guys. Now he's got cavemen. Whoa, he ran straight into me. Do I need to unleash the throwing star for these people? I'm gonna get some. What's that? Heroin. Oh, fire. Wow. Dinosaurs. I panicked and pressed ninja magic. I've seen them in Jurassic Park, they're not nice. They're just throwing leaves at people. Whoa, big troll. That was the wrong move. Wow, I'm going to have to press start. Oh, I've chose Joe again. I think it was a SNES guy, Sean's cousin. I thought they'd killed all of Sean's other relatives at birth. So we can't have anyone else like this. I love some shoot 'em up updates from Jeff. Collection update number 367. Man, that thing exploded. G Minty did a great service through his Dreamcast shooter videos. He's certainly been around a long time, hasn't he? Oh, I've got hardly any energy and I've been burnt to death by some sort of toxic turtle. Oh, I've chose the same character again. It was pointed out that I probably got dyslexia in the last stream. I can't even pick the right character now. I don't know what disability I've picked up now. They sort of do a bit of praying as well, don't they, when you shoot them. Those rocks are dangerous. Oh. Whoa. Whole lot of praying going on. Uh-oh. Oh, press the ninja magic button. I didn't have any. Now see if I can manage to select a different person. Well, I could have been Ryu the whole time. Oh my god, look at him. He fires flames. Gotta check out his ninja magic. Oh yeah, the vortex. You seem quite... Oh wow, it's coming up. Oh, it's all over. It was the SNES guy, Sean's cousin. I don't know who that is. You mean X-File 2708? This ninja is not a good reception. Is not getting a good reception from the local folk. No, he's not. Everyone seems to be against him. Yeah, the series I enjoyed, actually, G Minty Fresh series I enjoyed. I think it was he decided he was going to like buy these 10 games he always wanted, and he was trying to get them for like a really good price or something like that. And it was all about that. He'd like get each one and he'd tell you about how much he paid for it, and we're tracking it down on eBay, and then he'd do like a little gameplay on it and that. I think it was like the shooter collection or something. I think it was like 12 games and he bought one a month. I mean, loads of people copied the idea afterwards, but he was the first person I've seen who did it. I think one of the games he got was Last Resort on Neo Geo. Matt said I'll fact check back in a minute. Stephen Watt said X-File 27.8 was a great tuber. Yeah, he was. He was a nice guy, Marcus was. Horatio Van Masten says, didn't Minx do something similar? Yeah. Yeah, he did. Oh, where's the button gone? No, the wrong way. Yeah, this is a brilliant two-player game. This is so much fun. Oh, it's again shot by that. The terrors. Oh, and that. What? Raid Mania. Oh, check. Oh. I tell you what, the sound levels on Neo Geo games are all over the shop. Oh. Weird thing about this game is I didn't think I'd like it, so I didn't buy it for ages. I actually bought this game off Marcus X-File 2708. I bought this and Cross Swords off him. I should have bought all of the games off him. But that was really terrible. Terrible player. Yeah, I was greatly surprised when I played this. I loved it instantly. Have you attempted the final boss on this one? It's brutal. No continues. No. I've never got that far. I think I've got to about the 4th level. The whole game's pretty brutal though. Oh!
This is Firebird, headquarters.
Horatio Vice says, I think I'm going to buy this soon. Nice Xmas present to myself. Yeah, it's a good game. Definitely a good game, this is.
How did they know our plan?
I was saying earlier that if you do really well on that first level and don't die, when you start this stage, the first thing you're greeted with is this massive robot thing that fills half the screen and just annihilates you instantly, and you end up losing most of your lives. It's almost like it's a bad move. Oh my god. Really out of practice here. Need that woman to help me. Not doing enough rolling. That's the problem. She'll stay with you until you get hit. Somebody shoot the helicopter. I'd say out the games I own, this is definitely in the top 3 for me. Oh, she's gone. I'm getting blown up left, right, and centre now. We're definitely not getting to the last boss today. Has it got infinite continues? Must be on the MVS mode. I'm sure on AS it doesn't have infinite continues. Oh. Oh my god, why didn't I think of that? Oh, SNES-tastic. Why didn't I think of that? You said the SNES guy. It weren't SNES-tastic. He would never go to a gaming event. Funny he came up on X-File 2708's channel laughing out loud. Yeah, they were good, used to be good friends. I think I need to start doing crosswords for my memory. Do they help? Right, I'm not just going to continue to death. Don't know what's going on. You don't usually get infinite continues anyway. Yeah, it's a quality game, that NAM 1975. Yeah, Pete's SNES-tastic. I mean, he started YouTube either just before I started doing it or just after. Or around about the same time. I remember it was one of the first channels like that I became aware of. The annoying thing with Pete is he's had some really nice stuff over the years, and then he just sells it all. There's no problem with that. Then he changes his mind and tries to buy it all back. Then he gets himself into loads of financial trouble because everything costs more money, doesn't it? You sell it and then it costs you twice as much to buy it back, and then I think he's had a few issues mentally like with it all. So I've not watched his channel for ages. He's a nice enough bloke, Pete is, but he just gets a bit carried away, I think, with the old collecting game. Stephen Watts says, no continues on Last Boss even if you haven't used one. Yeah, I think I remember reading something about that. Shocking. And that's it, then you have to play the whole game again. Is the ending worth the stress? I got a white Sega Saturn off SNES-tastic. Oh, I mean, at one point he had a really, really nice American Super Nintendo collection. He had a really decent original Xbox collection. You know, and he'd bought it all at the right price. But then he decided he'd had enough of it all and was going to get rid of it all. And most people know the story. I mean, I bet you he's still doing it now. I don't think I've ever actually bought anything off him though. I remember him buying Japanese copy of Batman for the Mega Drive for about 45 quid, and about a month later selling it for like 20. And I was like, what are you doing? I mean, he must be fucking kicking himself now. I mean, I kick myself over some of the stuff I've sold, but it's nothing compared to the likes of what he's got rid of that's now worth a fortune. I don't know his financial situation, but oh, what was I doing? Stephen Watts says, don't know, never seen it. Matt says, one of the ones he had to pay double for the next time, maybe. Tiny Sunsoft, Japanese boxes, yeah. That was the main reason I wanted it, because of the box. I don't really like Batman on the Mega Drive. But I love those little Sunsoft boxes. I like the Super Fantasy Zone one as well. Is it Super Fantasy Zone? Sure it is. I think there was a couple of other games. One of them was a puzzle game. And maybe Lemmings was in that box as well, was it? Something like that in Japan? I know there's a few of them. Shell said, I considered getting Super Fan Zone on the Japanese Mega Drive because of that. Yeah. Ration Master, does he work? But I went with the PAL version. English and all. Yeah, I've got that. Matt says, I've sold a lot of good games, really regret selling a lot of my Saturn shooters, but I kept the top 15. Yeah, well, sometimes it's, you know, seems like the right thing to do. I sold all my PlayStation stuff off, well, quite a few years ago now. I've accumulated a lot of it back, but I bought it all for absolute peanuts, and I've sold it for absolute peanuts, really. At the time, it's something I thought I needed to do. I was always annoyed with myself for, you know, going down to car boot sales and buying PlayStation stuff, because it just got absolutely ridiculous. At one point, I was getting 30 new games every week. You know, I was on Sunday after I come back from car boot sale. Like, people would come around and we'd try and play through the games because I knew in another week there'd be a load more. We'd never get a chance to get round to it. It was getting overwhelming. Oh no. Max's worst game I ever got rid of was Batsugin. Why? Yeah, why did you get rid of that for? Race your bastards, I bought a couple off you, Matt. Yeah. I've never played Batsugin though, to be honest. I've heard it's good though. Matt says rolling on floor, this is next level. Stage 4, it's the next level in New York. I should have played the third game with the drum and bass soundtrack. It's not as good, but the soundtrack's interesting. It's not a good drum and bass soundtrack, it's just interesting. Interesting choice for a game. Oh, let's get down the fair. Oh, what was I doing? Flew straight into it. Oh, that's the big wheel gone. A roller coaster blazing round. Must have been made during COVID-19 because there's no one on the theme park, is it? They're just purely testing things. Oh, stealthy. You can see there. Oh my. Off. What? Shell says, is the protagonist a head in a jar like in Futurama? I've been watching quite a lot of Futurama recently. I never really give it the time of day. The last few weeks, and I have to say it's absolutely brilliant. The humour is right at my street. I think it's so well written. Just pains me to watch the real old series because it's not in widescreen. It's in 4:3. It'd be good on this TV. Oh my god. I don't remember posting anything to Horatio Van Bass and Lafrenau. Can I buy them back? Yeah, you can buy them back at today's rates. It didn't really help me anyway. I sold a load of my PlayStation stuff because I thought I've got too much stuff, and then I went out and bought a massive load of Dreamcast games. Now I've probably got more games than I had when I felt I had too many. And PlayStation 2 games. Because I got rid of it all, then for like about 2 years I was just picking up any PlayStation 2 games that I found at charity shops or car boot sales. Now I've got boxes of them in the loft. Oh, Neil. Not doing well here. Dazzy's back in the buying game. He's come full circle. It was 3 games, I think. I'm pretty sure one was Hot Blooded Family and the other 2 was Shooters. Hot Blooded Family, you got to get that one back. A game of incest. Your dad's your brother's, your mother's your sister. PS5 controllers are priced around $80 in Japan. That can buy a lot of games. I don't know anything about it really. The PS5's quite big, is it? I think I've seen someone talking about how big it was, that it won't fit under the TV unit or something. Funny how tech becomes worthless. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, it seems to be worse with the current generation. I mean, I don't know about the PS5 and all that, but like Xbox 360 and PS3, you know, you buy a game for 50 quid. The next week, it was only worth half that. Yeah. A couple of months down the line, you could buy it for a quarter of that price, and then about a year later, you could buy it for about 2 quid. So, yeah, it does seem to become worthless quite quickly. I mean, it's a travesty, really, when you went from cartridges, and that one of the main arguing points to move from cartridges that they were trying to convince everyone at the time why CD-ROM was better was that it would be cheaper to produce. And they meant that. It was cheaper to produce. They meant that. They weren't passing on the saving to the consumer, though. You still had to pay the same amount. There's something that had no specialised parts in it. It was just a disc. Anyone could buy one. I've bought so many PS3 DualShocks for $1. They used to cost $55 new. Laughing out loud, fake news. Do I want a pennant race or a game? Win 15 games and go for the championship. There's no chance that's going to happen. Maybe the Sydney Griffins. No. New York Monsters. Pitch me against a rubbish team. Oh, no. When they went to discs, it standardised pricing in stores, at least here in the US. Yeah, probably the same here. We've been paying the same amount for games for... Well, I think they used to be £40, now they're more £50, but... If you account for inflation, which ain't that high, but it would be a lot more than that. I always used to want to buy this game. I don't know why, I'm terrible at it, and I'm not really... Good from England, not really the big baseball fan, but you just got to appreciate the detail on this. I tried to get my Sony Ericsson Walkman phone going this morning for its MP3 library, but it needed a SIM card. Straight at the picture. Man. Most CD games are $50 new, for a while anyways. Yeah, they all used to be $39.99 here. Then I remember paying $49.99. And I'm sure they'll stick a bit more on. What? Why didn't you catch it? Oh. Somebody get it and throw it at that base. You're out of there. Be safe. Oh. Come on, you can catch that. Yes. Well done. Plus the pound is worth more than the dollar on, so £40 is probably the equivalent, yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's standardised prices, both sides of the pond, to be fair. And it hasn't changed. Oh, why didn't you catch it? Oh, I didn't need to. Is there a fight? What's happened there? I love all the little character animations and the extra windows and all the rest of it that goes on in this game. What game is this? Says Dave for shooting ups. It's Baseball Stars 2 on Neo Geo. I'm not very good at it, but my character's called Alien. Man. He's on fire. Norman. Go on, Norm. Oh. Oh, dear me. Terrible baseball player. Couldn't even hit the ball.
The New York Monsters this inning. Let's see what they do next time.
Anyone catch that? Yes. Shelf says the character animations remind me of Big League Chewing Gum.
There's the pitch.
Yeah, it's insane, this game is. I used to have the original Baseball Stars. It was really impressive, the speech and everything, but graphically it was nothing like this. This is absolute masterpiece. How did he not catch that?
The Napoli Angels this
Is that gum available in the UK? The art on the front of Big League Chew Gum looks like these characters. No, it's not here in the UK.
There's the pitch.
I don't think it's that big a thing, baseball, there. Caps are popular, the baseball caps.
There's the pitch.
Why can't I hit it anywhere? Oh, I think it was close to being in. Come on, Jason. Oh, Jason! Straight into his hands. More solid facts emerging tonight, except the hot-blooded family. That bloody incest simulator that you bought for the fucking Sega Saturn. That you learnt Japanese so you'd be able to play it to its full potential. Oh, for sake. Cricket League Chew. Yeah. Ian Botham Gum.
35 years ago, invited to the night game.
Cricket is it's reasonably popular. I don't like cricket myself. I find it very boring. I don't like rugby as well. I went to a rugby match. I find it very disappointing. I especially didn't like how all the fans sat together. Last thing I want to do when I go to a sports game is hear the other people shouting for their team with me here. I like football though. I got him with a strike. One more and he walks. I've got to just give him a slow ball there.
He has
He has
good eyes.
good eyes.
Count. The bat
Oh my god, am I going to actually strike somebody out? That's a foul. He's out of there. Hey? Doesn't that mean he's out of there? Come on, somebody catch it. Get him.
The Napoli Angels.
I'd be happy just to make it to that first base. I'll be happy to quit this game if I can make it to the first base. There's a bloke there. Oh my god, I've just hit it. Look at that. Run again, run again. Wow. I must have flinched and accidentally pressed the button in time. Oh my word, it's out the stadium. It's out the stadium. Go on, boys, go again. Can we get one through? Yes! Scored. Same as a foul. He's left the stadium. Oh, and that's a foul as well. Damn. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I owned a jockstrap when I used to play cricket. Straight at the pitcher. Disaster. Everyone's going to get out. Oh, man. And a box to protect your ghoulies. Protect those ghoulies. How long does this baseball game go on for? We weren't going to go for that. So it has to go over that white bit. I got you. Oh, that's going. Is there anyone there? Go on. Oh, go on. You're out. There's so many situations designers of this game accounted for to create specific animations. It is, the detailing is incredible. Out. I have tried to like baseball games over the years. I used to buy quite a lot for the Mega Drive, like RBI Baseball and things like that. It may have been Tenchi Wo Kurai, not Hot Blooded Family. What? After all that, it's not even Hot Blooded Family. It seems more lively than a 3D sim baseball game. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you're good at baseball games, you probably get, you know, you'd probably do pretty well there, but no Hot Blooded Family. You bet you still got it in the collection, Matt. All that panicking for nothing. You still got Hot Blooded Family. Great game. I got the fight fever, fight fever. Oh, do I seem to think that's going to be some sort of disco fighting game? Did I sell you Pericala de Sanderson? Really regret selling that too. Oh dear, by remorse. I don't even know what that is. Probably a shoot 'em up, I'm guessing. Yeah, unfortunately I sold all my PlayStation stuff to some guy who was like, well, he told me he was doing it at the time. He'd set up it. He said I've set up my own shop. I said, oh, brilliant. I said, you'll have to let me know where it is. I'll come round and look at it. He says, no, my own store. I said, yeah. He says, yeah, no, on eBay. Right, it's not a shop, is it? I said, shop is somewhere I can go and look round. It actually made me laugh. The other week, I got loads of games knocking around, and there was a load in the loft, like a couple of Famicom games on box ones, and a couple of Mega Drive games in bad condition. It was just a load of stuff, no value to me whatsoever. I put it on eBay, £40 buy it now. Someone bought it straight away. So fair enough, okay, cool, brilliant. Sends it off and everything, and you've probably experienced it yourself. You sell someone something, and I just thought, just have a look what this guy sells like. And the stuff I sold for 40 quid, right, the prices he'd relisted it for was outrageous. Like, he relisted a badly yellowed copy of Super Mario World in one of them clear Super Mario World cases. Put that as that being extremely rare, £100. It was just wild. The guy was thinking he was going to, from his 40 quid, he thought he was going to make about 300. So I don't know where he was getting his information from, but I think there's a good argument that he'd be struggling. Martian Maze. Haha, nuts. Oh yeah, the guy on eBay. Martian Maze. Is that a game on here? If it's on here, I'll play it. If it's not, if that's something to do with these Japanese games, do I want to be Susie or Mushy? That'll be Mushy. Yeah, that's eBay for you, but it listed all the stuff separately. It listed like this NES game and he put it in very good condition. So you're going to upset someone, you are, with that, because it's definitely not in very good condition. It's discoloured, but that is not what people would class as very good condition. It's people who are non-video games, and they're not. You know, perhaps he sells records or something usually. Boxman. Not even going to entertain it. Is he still downstairs? Well, someone actually reprogrammed this game so it works on Dreamcast. I think they released it the other year. Oh yeah, it's got a weird arm. What game had that? Wolfchild. Wolfchild had a weird arm. Oh, hello. Just a slide down there. Oh, what? What? How is the sea there like that? Totally realistic. This is quite an unusual type of game for the Neo Geo, really. Feels like something you'd get on Mega Drive or Super Nintendo. That's quality. Guess I don't want you to jump there. That's not very nice, is it? I thought I was going to be able to ride that bird of prey. Because I've set my console to American mode, I think that's why I'm getting green blood. Rather than the more traditional red blood. I could easily test that out, actually. Oh no, what's happening there? This game looks awesome. That ninja just sacrifices himself. This game is great. It is, but I just wanted to know if it did that, and if it doesn't, then I'd... I love it when enemies can hurt themselves or other enemies. Do you own a Spectrum, Daz? No, I'm on the Spectrum. So once I went to the tip, and this is years ago, this is probably late 90s, and someone had, like, where like the big bins are for the tip, like the big metal things, someone had put, like, neatly in front of it, this box, and it had been lovingly placed, and it was someone's Spectrum collection, all the tape games, and the computer, and with the tape deck on the side. I remember looking at it and just thinking, oh, look at that old computer, and not picking it up, like, honestly. Wish I had. The blood's still green. Got to endure it all again. Got the green blood still. Oh no. Wow. Oh, that guy kicked my ass so much last time. About dead. No, that red guy is proper dangerous. That's got to be some meat up there, some doomed. That's not meat. That could be meat. The donut doesn't give you health. She might have some health. Yes, a kebab. Kebabby. She's the kebabby. Oh, that could be meat. More kebabs. That must be the guy you're on about. This is not like Ninja Spirits for PC Engine, but not as good. Never played it. I've only really ever played on PC Engines at like Play Expo. It's not really a fair impression because usually at these gaming expos all the controllers are knackered. Probably because someone's like wiped Stella Artois or some sort of Fud Brownie all over it. But perhaps I should have got the PC Engine Mini. Alas, I didn't. Damn, that was... Oh, look at that. That wire. That's brilliant. We were like play testing it, and this is this good thing about this wire thing. It's a bit. Leave that in. That'll be alright. Yeah, set your alarm. Nothing to see here. Oh, hey, whoa! Strict time limit here. The bird done me. Well, where am I now? These can't be ninjas I'm facing, they must be robots. Get the Mini. Father Xmas is selling them for 140, but next year they'll be 240. £1.40. What, £1.40? Get the Mini, hack it. It'll cost a packet. No, you weren't expecting that, was you, when I put them all in there? That eagle gets me every time. What a place to spawn. Straight above my head. I say follow the arrow. The only clear and concise way to victory. Ooh, now I should have left it in English. We'll never know what they're saying. As the money supply increases, prices will go up and then we'll be in hyperinflation. You'll go to the garage and a packet of Walker's Crisps will be £5. 20 Bensons and Hedges will be £226.43. Could be. Yep. I'll be going down to the shops with a wheelbarrow of money just to buy a loaf of bread. Oh wow, I remember this. Absolutely awesome. Oh no, I'm stuck behind it. Oh, my arm is coming into use now. Oh, robotic arm. Okay, I want to talk about some firepower. And that's that I'd definitely buy the Mini if I didn't have most of the games already. Not going for all that bloody talk again. I think people spend their stimulus checks here on games instead of rent or living expenses. Glad I packed up smoking. I saw this trend in the US anyways. Some prices doubled. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yes. I see. It's like the furlough thing here, isn't it? Exactly what's happened here. I know people who've had like money because they got a company or whatever. They had money off the government, 10 grand or whatever, and they've gone out and bought a new car or a new van or. This ain't gonna end well, is it? Oh, it's not going well. That on top of me. Oh, she's having a bit of breakdown. Oh, hello. Look straight out behind me now. Oh, that's not looking good. Come back here. I'll break your legs. Oh. Good games are a good investment. Well, I don't know if they're a good investment. They probably were a while ago. But then people have been, on YouTube, people have been saying for years there's going to be a crash, prices are going to fall, no one's going to be interested in games. They've been saying that for about 10 years. And all that's happened is they've been proven completely wrong, and the vast majority of things have just gone up in price. I think some of the older stuff like the Atari 2600 and Fairchild Channel F and what's it called? In television. I don't know if they're quite as popular. The economy was being bolstered by this spending. The trend was still downwards. My rent went up though. And Matt says that unfortunately is why it's almost impossible to fix the financial system. It's more about how you spend money than how much you got. Son of a bee. Yeah. I was reading this thing earlier. It's something you can do. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but basically people are in debt. You contact these people, they're sorted out for you. Just be one payment, and they consolidate your debt and all that business. And people were on there in the comments saying I used to have to pay £900 a month, and it was going to be for the next 11 years, and now I've only got to pay £200 a month, and I'm out of debt next year. And I thought, yeah, it's all right, isn't it? But it's just, there's no punishment, is there? Those people, all them people will do is get straight back into debt again. Because I'd think it was easy that time. God, this looks a bit primitive nowadays. This is a proper button basher. I remember this in the arcades. Used to seem like a ramped up rampage, but I don't think time's been so kind. I don't remember it quite the same. Oh! I smashed that up. Oh! Where's it gone? I'm getting smashed to smithereens. People wanted the prices to fall. They still wanted stuff. They got free money and were look fit. Buying little Samsung for 1k. Oh yeah, the old little Samsung thing. I think the game change. I think YouTube's got a lot of responsibility for some of this, isn't it? Raising awareness. Like, I didn't even know what little Samsung was, so I started watching Game Chasers. Then all of a sudden it became like the must-have game, didn't it? I'm getting smashed to smithereens, which automatically makes me not like this game. The current system is running on debt and interest on debt, and people speculating on high risk debt. Yeah, people just borrow all the time, you see. So many people I know, you know, they have all these credit agreement things all the time. Like with big like chains and stuff like PC World and things. You know, they'll have like several £1,000s worth of stuff and they'll be paying so many £100 a month. But you think, oh, that's alright because they're getting stuff they can't afford. But when they pay it off, that company then contacts them and say you've got a load more credit, and then the next thing you know they're going down there upgrading the Hoover or the dishwasher or whatever. It's just like a continuous circle of insanity. And most of the time it's stuff you don't actually need. Like the kettle you got's fine. You don't need one that's got a built-in fucking fish bowl, do you? It's... Shell says, true, Matt, that was explaining that movie about the 2008 financial crash. Yeah. I'll be swapping a Neo Geo AES and 10 games for a loaf of bread down at the local Audi superstore. You said it was a great game choice. I found that game highly frustrating. Mainly because I was rubbish at it, which is always a thing that puts me off games. The Big Short. Yeah, well, the banks are absolute tosspots because everyone helped them out, didn't they? And it was only the other week they were saying we're going to have to start charging. We have to start charging people to use the bank accounts because we're not making enough money. Now I'll tell you, what's that game? Can't remember the name. I'll know it if I see it. There was a sequel. If that helps. There was a sequel to it. Sequel's not as good as the first one. Shock Troopers, that's it. The guy in the movie is betting on water being very valuable in the future. He's probably got a point there. Matt says, great film. So, you know, during the Great Reset, will I have to give some of my Mega Drive games away? To like the kid over the road or something. So I'm going to set him up with some right stinkers. The kid over the road can have this, Ghost Hunter. Get a piece of that. A game I tried to play, but I spent most of my time... Oh no, what's the one is that the one I tried to play? Yeah. I spent loads of time just looking at some sort of box and not knowing what to do. Certainly there weren't much ghost hunting going on. Trading Sega games for clean water. I don't know, some of the ones I got, it might be just trading them for... Hilarious scene when Ryan Gosling tells the auditors that his associate would likely ask that they fuck off. Laughing out loud. I think people just make the same mistakes anyway. You could reset it all, people still end up in debt. Can't help it. You hear people on the radio and that when they win some money, like they'll win 30 grand and they'll say, what are you going to do with it? Oh yeah, we're going to take everyone on holiday, we're going to buy a new car, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You know that money's gone on a load of stuff that, yeah, it might be an experience with, but a load of stuff that's just not worth anything. They just can't help it. Give a man 20 grand, next day it's gone. This is a good looking game. Oh, I think you've changed team battle when you die. Or can you select between cat? I don't know. I'll try lone wolf. Oh wow, you can go back. I'll change them on. I'll try team battle. Gotta go jungle route. Jungle is massive. Ah. One flamethrower. Oh. Uh-oh. Got this for the bombs. What? That road. That bomb. It's best to just run away from them tanks. So how do I select between characters? Press the D button. That's pretty cool. Oh wow, she's a lot more nimble, this girl. Let's do the character one. Vulcan. Oh, yes. That wasn't grenade, that was roll. What? Oh. Run away! Bananas, always handy. Monkey. Drop you dead. Oh man. The Big Short sums the whole bullshit up. Let's try that guy with the glasses. Oh, he is slow. He is big. No, I've never seen the film myself. That's something to eat. Drop a comment if you're watching. Cecilia, get in touch. The world is such a beautiful place. It should not be. Wow, it's just like Metal Slug 4 that was played earlier. The bike levels. Oh yeah. Love a good bike stage. The trouble is the watching numbers, I don't know if it comes down to individual people or... Because what I do is I sometimes watch on my television and comment on my phone. So I don't know if that counts as 2 people or not. Or just one. A lot of bikes. A lot of bikes. Oh, that's clever. I've only just realised that if you like the direction you're firing in, you can just hold down the fire button and it stays in the same direction. Extremely handy. That's how you exit a bike. I thought it was going to be a parachuting station. Got one more credit there. Good soundtrack on this game. Wow, it's like John Rambo was firing Cecilia, Grandpa, no, they're going to destroy the world with their dodgy banking scheme. Take her away and lock her up somewhere. Cecilia! I'm watching, laughing out loud. These are them same bullets from Ghost Pilots. Do you think there was some sort of game programming tool? And this was one of the bullet types. I've just heard from a contact who has built a Dudon Patty Daiju fluff cart for me as I returned a faulty motherboard. Fluff cart for me? What's that mean? Is that for the red thing? Well, best have one more game then. I suppose I have to call it a night. It's 10 to 11. Random dog running through the screen. I love it. Yeah, there's some nice details in Neo Geo games. Let's should I risk Fight Fever? Matt said, I've been playing some very old school shooters where the bullet is a single line of pixels. Top Hunter. Oh. Yeah, PGM. Great stream tonight, does. Sounds familiar. PGM, yeah. Now, you can get a Metal Slug game for that, can't you? I'm sure one of the later Metal Slug games, like Metal Slug 6 or something, was on that. Yeah, I would have put Top Hunter on if I'd have read that before I chose the game. There's just no way to go back once it starts flashing. It's a good game though. Is it Top Hunter Roddy and Calf or something like that? Mad game and mad graphics. I love that some of this sound here is different on different games. There's a lot of different variations on it.
Galaxy Fight!
Are there any licensed games on the Neo Geo? Double Dragon. It's got a lot Marvel or some other property. Oh, right. Don't think there is. Rolf Harris, Kazuma, Rumi. She's my Rumi. Musafa. Jury. G done. I get it done. Got you, G done. Gunter. No, not Gunter. No one likes Gunter. Oi, oi, Galaxy Fight. Says Shock 16. Have this on a Saturn.
Round one, fight!
Well, Gunter stamping his foot of authority on the action there. Look at that. Nice little move. Musafa firing rockets. Is this like the Neo Geo's version of fucking Rise of the Robots? Graphics are actually pretty bizarre, aren't they? It's just hyper realistic, the backgrounds. What is he doing? How far does the thing go? How big's the level? I can't believe he's just cheated me by running backwards. The level don't end. Stop blocking. Yeah, two to play that game. Oh, I've finally done a move. Done it twice. And again, same move. What's going on now? It's that running stuff. Wow. That's the only move Gunfer does, but it's all you need. Musafar. I wonder if he does the up and down one. Jeez. I'm going to run away like he did. Oh god, it's not going to work for me. I'm going to do one more second. Yeah? Rolf Harris. Gunter wins. Oh, take one to the head. Well, it was me doing the move then. I don't know any moves. Oh, well, that was a good one. Oh, KO'd by Gunfer. Oh no, on Gunfer. Musafar. Power level is too low. Clear collected data. Oh, let's try a different character there. Yeah, I can't think of any licensed games on Neo Geo. Double Dragon's probably as close as you get. There is it's a homebrew game anyway, I think. It's Hidden Tiger, Sleeping Dragon, or whatever it's called, something like that. Press A for a subdued attack. Press B for medium attack. Press C for a hard attack, strong attack, and press D for a takeout menu. Press stick to rear for defense. Right, gotta choose G done. Simple as. I've got to get down Planet Rosalis. Oh wow. Weathers took a turn for the worse. I feel something evil from you. You might be evil.
Fight!
Wow, it's like Castlevania music now. G Dunn has done nothing so far. He don't look right, does he? I'll take it back, the robots look better. What is that leg? What is he wearing? What are them shoes he's got on? He's got like plimsolls on. G done. I suppose it's the fashion nowadays. I can't get him to do nothing. He's not doing no Ryu type stuff.
Time up! Golden Dawn loses. Round 2, fight!
But the music's the best thing about this particular stage. This guy's got the weirdest animations I've ever seen. That doesn't even look correct, does it? Proportionately, that does not look correct when he does that. The kick there, look how big he looks. The kick, oh no. The skanky leg, he's got a skanky leg, hasn't he? It's weird. And he's wearing a woolen hat. And he's got a bandana tied around his leg. Look at that. Yeah! As soon as the computer know they've done you, they keep moving away. Budget down, Sim. Right, we'll have one more fight then we'll call it a night. Golden Done Stage 1. I don't know what that means. Oh, I've got to take my roomie out. Oh, nice bit of slap bass though. Oh yeah, this is looking better. What you gotta lose besides your life, eh? Oh, you ain't gonna see much through them glasses, are you? Was he a welder by day? Come on, Kitty. Whatever your name is, Ruby. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. One time I did it aimed at him and he kicked me in the head anyway. Daz just sent you a link to a Core Graphics Mini, new, going for 90 quid. Shelfie says I'll have to leave and get some broccoli before the hordes get it. I'll leave the stream running in case you end it before I get back later. Yeah, no, I will do, because it's about 11 o'clock now, so probably just have this fight and that'll be that. But no, thanks for joining anyway. Good to chat. Future Matt, see you, Shelf. Enjoy the broccoli. Broccoli at this time of night? Images of him going down the road now with a wheelbarrow full of broccoli. It's all he eats. He just eats broccoli. He's allergic to everything else, just eats broccoli all the time. Broccoli for breakfast, broccoli for dinner, broccoli for tea. He don't even bother cooking it. Just has it raw. You've got to admire the time he's saving in food preparation. Might go for a bit of blended broccoli tonight. I don't know how you do the moves in this game, or if I'm just terrible at it, but I'm not doing very well. Ratio Bastards. For a system renowned for good fighters, there had to be some stinkers. I reckon this isn't quite well regarded. But I'm not good at it. I like the over enthusiastic voice actor though. Asking for it at the slot at a local garage. Gonna have to pass this broccoli out one piece at a time. Gonna have to cut the stalks off to get it through. Well, he left us right on a cliffhanger. He didn't say what sort of broccoli he was into. Is it standard broccoli? Is it the organic one you accidentally pick up down the supermarket that costs twice as much? Is it that fancy sprouting broccoli that basically is hardly any broccoli, but it's sprouting? Or was it a variation? Is it that purple broccoli? So there's a whole broccoli world out there. You're writing it off as a simple dish there, but the things you can do with broccoli. You ever had a broccoli soup? It was lovely. If you dip a bit of raw broccoli in a broccoli soup, it's really nice. Tender stem. He's going for the old tender stem. You can only get one product at a time. Going down there tomorrow for some cornflakes. Well, we'll never know, will we, if he gets that broccoli or not. How far would he have to go for the broccoli as well? He's left the stream running. So, I mean, I'm earning from this broccoli thing. I'm getting the YouTube watch minutes in now. I've got subscribers that loyal that when they go out, they leave the stream on. That will keep the numbers up. I bet he's logged in on 3 devices as well. Look at that, look, could do a move then. I like the music on this game. I like her thing she says, which does that kick. He looks like the boy to be. Kasumi. Love that kick. He should go for the frozen florets with cauliflower. Ooh. That's all sold out. All panic buying broccoli in America. Oh, look at that when it connected. It looks so good. Kasumi Ninja. Kasuma Ninja. Straight off the Atari Jaguar, this guy. And he said any licensed games, this Kasumi Ninja was licensed from Atari Jaguar to appear in this Neo Geo game. No, don't do that. I'm trying to do a move. For God's sake. Cheating bringing the sword, I'd say. What'll be next? Guns in games. Too much violence. Such a life. Such a death. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't think. Oh, someone had just joined then. They'd just joined and they'd missed out on all that broccoli related talk. Fractal broccoli for the win. Broccoli, collie, carrot medley with Stilton makes a great soup. Oh my god. Hope he comes back. I'll need to read these comments out in case he comes back to watch the stream and misses these important recipe suggestions. Unbelievable. Get the old fucking medley out. Get the medley out. Musical vegetables. Let's see someone. Look, someone who's good at the game. Look. I'm going to look up if this is supposed to be a good game or not. I'm thinking it's about a 6.5, 7 out of 10 personally, but maybe it's won an award or something. Maybe it's won a BAFTA. Romancico. Jeez, is that a kind of broccoli? Have you Googled types of broccoli now? I had no idea. I used to work in a fruit and veg shop as well. It's well regarded, but balls hard. Nice recipe, Horatio. Yeah, everyone get off now and let's get the old frozen vegetable medley out of the freezer. I think I've got a couple of sacks somewhere. Got a bit of old cheese lying around. Well, it's either cheese or it's some mould growing in the corner of the fridge. But anyway, I'm sure if you heat it up and mix it up, it'll be pretty much the same thing. But yeah, I'm going to go because it's 10 past 11 and my neighbour probably doesn't want to hear me trending in rubbish. I'm trying to get to sleep, so... It looks quite good though, doesn't it? Yeah, I bet this is a bit of a cult hit, this game. It's definitely balls hard. Who are them people in the background? They have a different game. That's some strange ideas. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night. But yeah, I'm just craving broccoli. I don't know if I'm pregnant or there's just been a lot of talk about it. Could be one or the other. But yeah, thank you to everyone for coming along and watching and commenting. And hopefully I'll catch up with you all soon. So take care. And well, hopefully next week's a good one for everyone. The 10th viewers come back. The 10th viewers come back. Hoping to catch. I bet the 10th viewer's just coming and he's writing down like mad all these broccoli recipes. I think Gordon Ramsay just gave me a shout out on Twitter. So, but yeah, that's it for now. Thank you to everyone, and we'll catch you soon.